I was hoping that the tea would cool down enough so I could drink it before the stream, but no, way too hot. We are going to try to approximate the rear wheel arches today. I guess we are going to make a basic construct with connectors, just so that we have the shape and know what we're doing. And then we need to try to see how to make it look nice, I guess. Ideally, the connectors would provide the shape, and then we can dress it with, I don't know, some brackets or slopes or whatever. It's never gonna look perfectly seamless, but we can try. Oh, come on. Okay. Ideally. I need a bigger desk. This is really too small. A bigger desk, or I need a different camera arm so I can adjust it more, or ideally it would be mounted behind me, but there's nothing to mount it to, so right. No, these are connectors I can work with. So I have like a bunch of 5, 6, and 4 connectors in red. Do I have a 3 one? No. Maybe not. No. I don't. Yeah, of course the car is remote controlled. That's the point. That is the point of this car. And from now on forward, I guess all of our cars are going to be remote controlled as well. So, Okay, let me just get some images on the screen. So I know what I'm actually doing. Okay. Basically, I'm opening a render that Christian made, which shows the rear arch. And I'm probably not gonna answer anything in the Discord because this is just ridiculous. I'm just reaching the mouse is bothersome. I need to do something here. It's very hard for me to interact with the keyboard and mouse in this setup. So other than in chat here that I'm looking at, yeah. So I'm not happy with this particular corner here because this transition is not very smooth. We'll see if we can do something with this, but not right now. Right now we are gonna focus on this. So the way I see it, the arch kind of bulges forward and then goes like diagonally towards the rear. It's straight for a little while and then slopes back down. Let's see how we can approximate the shape. I'm going to some axles out so that I don't have to reach for this box every time. Right. Since it's the rear arch is kind of 3D, it bulges out here as well. We are gonna ignore this, since what we're gonna do now is just the template, nothing else. This is not the arch, the actual arch that's gonna be on the car. I just want to do the form, or the skeleton, if you will, onto which we're gonna put, well, something. Okay, so let me approximate this bulge first. The way I see it on the blueprints, or basically the side view that Christian posted, the arch itself goes at the maximum up until here. So the bulge is up until here, and it has to. This is the point where it. Okay. The curvature is here, just at the bottom, and then it goes. The diagonal goes like up here. So we have some point of reference. Sadly, we cannot pin it here into the pin in the rocker. So sadly, we cannot pin it here. We need to. No, we can't. No, we can't pin it here either. So we will have to pin it here. So this is gonna be, for now, the first connection, if you will. We will probably difficult. There's nothing here. There's nothing here that would allow us to attach it to. That's the problem. We're gonna have to be very creative to attach the arch to something here, but we will have to. So the first point that we can attach it to, I see, is actually here, and it's occupied. So the pin here is occupied. We have to free it up in order to make a, well, attachment point, if you will. So this is the first order of business. Luckily, we still have this openable, and we need to see about that. Let's see. What's the least destructive way of opening this up? Okay. Okay, so we can. Well, we can pin it here, but we need to change one more pin. So more destruction. Like this. There we go. Okay. There. Now we can close this back. Okay, nice. It has two motors. It's two L motors, but it's gonna be, in the end, it's gonna be two buggy motors. I hope. because the two L motors are not enough. The car is too slow. Okay, so we have freed the pin here. So this pin here is empty. So is this one. So is this one. And this one is occupied. Okay, so we can put a connector or something in here. Very good. Very good. So my approach would be to do this. And I am probably gonna attach this connector here, since we have to have a diagonal here anyway. Issue is only how high it goes. Okay, so the top level of the wheel arch is exactly this. The wheel arch cannot go further than this. This is the last point of it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, no. 4. Well, yeah, this could go. This could be it. Okay. Right. Now we need to go a bit further. And we are, yeah, this is too far. Okay, so this needs to be angled more. Yeah, like this, and then we need a number 5 here. However, if we use a number 5 here, this is too steep. Yeah, because we need to change the this. We need to change this. Yeah, so many red parts, but still not enough. Not enough. And I don't have a red part to use here. Ah, damn it. Nope, it's gonna have to be a part of a different color, sadly. Or no. No. Whoa. Where did it go? Ah, here it is. Okay. The V8 went maximum, I think it was 1400 RPMs, something like that. The strength of the V8 in the Mustang is basically its power. So you can have a 1-to-1 ratio to the differential. The differential can be 1-to-1. It's that powerful. So keep that in mind. So if you have a 1-to-1 differential, the wheels are turning at 1400 RPMs maximum, of course. I think that's a little bit unrealistic because under load it's gonna be slower, but you know. Okay. No, it has to be the number 4 connector. Okay, and this has to be higher. Yeah. Okay. This. Now we're low enough here that we can use exactly this guy here. We are using this guy here. Keep in mind, this is just a skeleton. This is just for reference. We may or may not use this at all. So we're probably not gonna use this in this exact way. It's just helping us to find out the shape. And now I think I need this here. Yeah, this looks ish. I'm gonna show you how it looks from the side once we reach the end here. So don't worry. Okay. So now that we are here, we go straight for a while up until here, which is this. So we need this guy here. Yeah. And now we go back down. And one thing that this shape is also gonna help us. So we still need to fill in the gaps here. So this shape is gonna help us fill in the gaps first, and then we know where we are. Ish. So this part here is a little more rounded, but of course we cannot do round. So this is a 4. This needs to be a steeper one, I guess. No, it needs to be I know. I see what the problem here is. Okay. Yeah, we need to extend this a little bit more. Otherwise, it's not gonna clear Fender. Yeah. This is now a 5. Okay. Yeah, this looks. And keep in mind that the car is now basically at its lowest position because the springs are too weak, and the car, when it's on the ground, it's gonna be like this. So we have clearance, and the fender is gonna be one stud further out. So we have to go one stud further out still, and ideally we would be here. We would have a wedge onto this, like where do I have a wedge? Like this. Not this, probably, but instead of this here, we would have something like that ish. I don't know. So these are supposed to be the extreme outer edges of the fender. Okay, yeah. So we need to make this longer. These are supposed to be the outer edges of the fender. We need to make this longer. Is this long enough? Okay, yeah. This is long enough. It's 5. And I guess we go like this. And then we curve in with a number 3. But I do not have a number 3 connector in red, sadly. So something like this. So this would be the outer shape of the fender. Sort of. It's absolutely not completely accurate like in real life, because the shape that it is in real life we cannot replicate. Sadly, we have absolutely no way of replicating that, but we do know what we have, what we can do. So we have to fill in this gap here. Yeah, of course. We have to fill in this gap here, and we have to fill in this gap here. So this gap here would be filled in by using a longer lift arm here. So we would use, instead of a 5, a 7, and then something here. And here we place a 3 stud lift arm here, and I think the gaps should be more or less filled. So let's do this. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's fill in the gaps. Okay. There. And now here I want to use, actually, this here, I want to use this bracket here, and this guy here, so that it's gonna be really sturdy, but it needs to be here. And for this I'm gonna use, where is it? Here. This here, like that. Then, yeah, and Lego just doesn't care, you know. If they would just watch what a few streamers other than me say, their products would be better. I mean, I'm irrelevant. I'm nothing. I'm small. But there's bigger streamers who actually say very things that would really improve their products. But no, Lego ignores everything. They don't care. They don't care. I agree, it would be easy, but no. They have their ideas of how things need to be, and that's it. Hey Alexander, the fire on V6, I think it was like 3,500, almost 4,000. I think it was very fast. It was very fast. No, that's the funny thing. It's not just about the money. That's so funny. Things that we criticize would not cost Lego more. They would not cost them more. It's they would, with the suggestions that the community makes, they would actually sell more. The products would be better, you know. But no. I completely forgot here that we need to anchor this guy here. How do we do that? So we can't anchor it here, but we could anchor it here. Yeah, we can anchor it here. this here, and I use this here. No, I can't. I can't use this specific part. But I do have. No, Sam, that's not true. You see, oh, I do have a number 3. If we look just at sets that are actually for children, so Lego City, Ninjago, I don't know, whatever, those sets, okay, they are crap, but they don't have weird too much of weird colors and stuff. What we are talking about are sets for people who are actually spending money, which means adults, sets that are marketed at 18 plus. You know, there you don't have the excuse, oh, it's for children. No, it's not, because most of those sets are bought by adults for other adults or for themselves. So, you know. Yeah, but okay, you know, let's take stuff like Creator, whatever. Um, you know, with Creator sets, there's no excuse to use all the colors in the set. Why would you use all the colors in the set? I don't understand. It does not add anything. It just annoys people. Even people who are new to Lego. You get a set and there's like all the colors that exist in Lego. Why? And you know, those colors even show once you assemble the set. You can see them through all the cracks and everything. Why? I don't get it. And then the fact that they are so cheap that they don't use prints, where they absolutely should use prints. I mean, I don't understand this. These are, you know, all these things cost Lego cents, not even that. You don't. It's not bricklink prices. Bricklink prices are extremely expensive to compare to what it costs Lego to produce those parts. Bricklink prices are, of course, calculated on the set prices because they are parts that are taken out of sets. So they are automatically expensive. Well, 38, that's a lot. That's a lot. For a car like this, that's a lot. 38 kilometers per hour. Now calculate 38. So the Mustang is let's say approximately 1 to 8 scale. 38 kilometers per hour. If it was a 1-to-1 scale car, that would be like, I don't know, that would be a lot. Yeah, but you know, when you make a set that you know is going to be bought to be a display model, you know, like all the creator expert sets, 90% of the Star Wars stuff, you know, all of this are display sets. on sets that are gonna be on display, you are not gonna place stickers, because stickers are gonna, with time and sunlight, they're gonna, they're gonna deteriorate, and we all know how Lego stickers deteriorate. They're just ugly, and then your beautiful set is suddenly crap. I have no idea, Alexander, what you did, so I cannot judge that. I can't judge. But I think that this shape of the Fender is pretty alrightish. Now that we have filled in the gaps, more or less, the shape of this is actually not that wrong, I would say. This is a tiny bit questionable because it's not 100% in geometry, I think, but it is what it is, No, but Alexander, that's the point. Lego was always, for me, for example, it was always you buy a set and you absolutely butcher it for your own creations. At least when I was a kid. So now this is not the case anymore for the stuff. Most of the stuff I buy as a set, because I buy sets that did not exist. The concept of what we have now did not exist back in the day. So now you have like the creator expert stuff. You have speed champions. These are sets that I wouldn't disassemble and reuse for my own creations. These are sets that I buy because I enjoy how they look, and I display them. But of course, there are Technic sets that have interesting functions, or had that you bought for the functions, of course, to experience the functions, and because they are sets with good parts. And another point, for example, back in when I was a kid, there was no bricklink, there was nothing. So if I wanted to have Lego parts, I had to buy sets. So if I wanted to build my own creations, I had to buy sets and butcher them and incorporate them into my collection. So nowadays this is no longer necessary. Nowadays you buy the set because you want the set as is, and you buy Lego separately on Bricklink. That's what I would do, but there are exceptions. Yeah, exactly. Like Sam said, the stickers just crumble, and prints wouldn't. So, and prints, since every other manufacturer except of Lego does prints, very complex prints. There is no excuse for Lego not to do prints. Ooh, my favorite set. I don't know. I couldn't possibly answer that. I think I have many favorite sets. Huh? Okay. I need to put a tile here. Let's see if I still have a tile in my red box. Well, I am very fond of. Okay, yeah, it's 1.7, but like 40 kilometers per hour. Let's rough it out. 40 kilometers per hour times 7 is like 280 kilometers per hour. That's a lot, and that would be top speed. Not most of the time, you wouldn't drive top speed. Most cars normally drive between 50 and 100. You know, on a daily basis. I want one tile. There it is. There it is. My tile. Okay. Gonna be greedy. Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna bore you with that. I need to drink a little bit of this before it gets too cold. Well, I really hate the Bugatti. I really hate the Bugatti. It's such a lazy set. Yeah. Okay. This guy here will do. I don't think. No. We are not gonna be able to squeeze something else in here. Even though there is a part that would possibly fit in here, but I don't think it's gonna make the curvature here. But once this is red, it's gonna look nice. Okay, so let's be serious again. Obviously, what we have here in this shape or form, it's not gonna go well. This in particular, this thing here needs to curve in. This we can make curve out somehow. And we need to, I don't know, if we keep this shape here. Okay. Keep this shape here like it is. Yeah, what scale is your Mini? I mean, you have to calculate it with scale, and then things make a lot more sense. So, for example, if you have what people don't understand about scale is also suspension design. So, if you have a Lego set that's very low to the ground and it's supposed to be like remote controlled or whatever, usually what you want is make an SUV all the time, because a Lego set will always be no matter what you do, you're never driving on a smooth road if you're driving outside, and you're basically driving on a very bad pothole ridden road at best if you compare it to real life. So you have to design a suspension that's made for a pothole ridden road, basically. That's how it is. I mean, what can we do here? What can we do here so that what we do is not gonna be fragile? That's my consideration. So theoretically, we could just slap some plates on into the pinholes, and make a plate face to this. But that's gonna be extremely fragile. I learned this from the Mustang, where the whole when it was in some rough terrain, the whole side panel fell off. That's not fun. Um, I made the car then super leggera by removing all of the side panels, but that's kind of not the point. It's very frustrating if you're driving along and then stuff falls off the car. So we definitely do not want to do this, and we cannot leave it like that because it's first of all it's too thin. So these are the single row is way too thin, and we need to go one stud further out. So it needs to be basically 2 studs thick, not one. Because now it's flush with the wheel, and in real life the wheel needs to kind of be a little bit inside. Yeah. But as I said, this is not binding. This is just the shape. We can do something else here. Just using this as a guide on the shape of this. But I'm not sure what. We could use lift arms as well. I don't know. In a way, I guess. But that's gonna look like crap. I mean, there are like bricks like this, I guess, which could be used in some way. There's the wheel arches that I used on the Porsche. That could maybe also be used, but I don't know if Kata has them. Yeah. So for better or for worse, let's see if we can do something in the front as well. So now that we are in here with the wheel arches, let's try the shape here as well. So I want to see where we are. Approximately. So here as well, we need to kind of go in. I see that Christian attempted something as well. Yeah, it's not quite easy, but we need to use this here, I guess. Use this here. Come on. Go in. Thank you. Okay. So we need to use either this or this to, you know, to start the wheel arch. Yeah, ideally I would have, you know, get this out. Okay, ideally we would have this here, and we would pin it down like that. Yeah, because we want a round hole here. We want a round hole here. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe this. No, 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 definitely not this. That's a 4. Okay. Yeah. It's 4. And come on, one more 4. Nope. It's gonna have to be, sadly, one that's not ready. What am I doing? Why a number 5? Okay. It's gonna be this one. Okay. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be like that. Okay. So we about if we extend this by 1? We extend this by 1. And use fibers here. Use fibers. That doesn't look right. Where are the connectors now? Why is this a 5? long enough. Mm. Okay, this needs to be against the tire. The wheels do clear this. This is kind of iffy. I know it has to be like this, but it's a matter of, well, half a step. As with the rear, the problem here is how to get close to the bodywork. Yeah. In a realistic manner. Okay, so you see like in the front here, the wheel needs to be set in. So the front is correct. This is exactly how the Countach needs to be. So the wheel arch is extending out a little bit. Doesn't say that that this lower part here and there are correct. They are not. They would need to be, they would need to go further in. But the shape and the fact that it's inset are pretty much what they should be. Even the slight slope of the arch here is what it should be. In the rear, the shape is, I guess, as correct as we can make it, but it's, we need to go one step further out. But at the same time, it cannot be one step thin. It's like the arch in the rear is like thick. So we need to think of a way to make it thick. Front can stay as it is, as thin as it is, and probably gonna stay as it is. Obviously, I mean, the shape. We need to figure out these parts, but and of course this here, we need to make sure that it goes inwards somehow. Problem is that it needs to go in from here. So I don't know. We're probably gonna lose this guy here, and instead of this guy, make something. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm entirely happy with how this turned out. I mean, once it's all gonna be red, it's gonna look okay, I guess. And the car itself is, it's gonna be pretty okay. But the thing is that the suspension is a little too soft at the moment. A little too soft at the moment. Let's see. We are gonna see. So you see the thickness of the wheel arches. Front is not thick, rear is thick. Yeah. This thing definitely needs to be one step further out. We are still away from the floor, which is good. But we need heavier, heavy duty springs, both in the rear and the front. Fronts need to be better. I mean, even when it's fully loaded, it's not gonna scrape, but yeah, once it's all in. Oh, thank you. Okay. Once it's all in, it's gonna be heavier. So we need the Unimog springs here in the front, not these ones, which are gonna be stiffer. And yeah, this is a Countach. This is a Lamborghini Countach. rear is too soft. Rear is too soft. Even though we have 2 springs per side, you know, we have a lot of stuff in there. Yeah. The drivetrain specifically is very heavy. The bodywork, I think, it's pretty light, and there's just empty space in here. Yeah. I don't know, people. I don't know. For now, for today, this is all my creative input that I could muster. So if you have not joined my Discord, please free to do so, so we can continue the conversation there. We are going to continue with this on Friday. Up until then, I need to figure out how to clad these, but I think we are gonna leave this and are gonna start on Friday. We are gonna start to shape the front here, and then, yeah, like Christian said, we are gonna start shaping the front, and then we are gonna return to the back. Until then, I need to process what to do here. So we need to do the front, and there's under each stream there's a link to the Discord. I'll post a link to the Discord under this stream as well, so you will be able to join. Just click the link to the Discord, accept the terms, and you're in. Yeah. So the plan for Friday, we build the front. Obviously, just this half. This half is gonna be empty because I don't have the parts, but you know. Yeah. So Friday front, and until then, thank you for joining me in the stream, and yeah, I see you on Friday.